If you watch the NASCAR Weekly podcast or follow me on Twitter, you already know my answer to this title. I have said time and time again since last season that Hailie Deegan is without a doubt the real deal. Her rise to prominence as a potential Cup Series superstar was completely unexpected. She started popping up on everyone's radars last season and hasn't looked back since. If you know her background prior to this video, you would have thought she would have been in a totally different form of racing. She's been able to show off her versatility since day one and is proving that she is in fact the next big thing. So let's get into it. Hailie Deegan has been inbred in motorsports ever since the day she was born. She is the daughter of X Games legend Randall Dubin. He has 4 gold medals to his name along with 2 silvers and 8 bronze. He's competed in multiple forms of motorsports, which include freestyle motocross, global rallycross racing, and in the Lucas Oil off-road racing series. He's also the co-founder of a badass motocross group called the Metal Militia. Brian has gone through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows in motorsports. The lowest was when he almost lost his life in a stunt in 2005, where he took a handlebar straight to the stomach. He would end up losing his kidney and lacerating his spleen. Fast forward 4 years, and Deegan would begin her motorsports career. She began racing in the off-road series at just the age of 8. She eventually competed in the Lucas Oil off-road racing series, where she became the first female to win a championship, doing so in the 2013 Junior to Kart season. In 2015 and 2016, she would become a modified kart national champion. She would also win the 2016 Lucas Oil Off-Road Driver of the Year. In her mind, she already felt that she had already peaked in off-road racing and was searching for a new challenge. That challenge was racing on asphalt. Her mom would sign her up for the NASCAR Drive for Diversity program and was soon picked up as a development driver for Rev Racing. In 2016, she would begin her transition to asphalt racing by driving in select races in go-karts and Legends cars. After proving her worth in those series, she would make her stock car debut in the Cars Super Late Model Tour. She would make 2 starts in 2017 at both Tri-County and Hickory Speedway, scoring an average finish of 12.5. She showed enough potential and progress to be snatched up by Toyota's driver development program that same year. She was also one of 9 drivers named to the NASCAR Next Class of 2017. She would not only become the youngest member, but the only female member of that class. In 2018, Deegan would receive her first big break in NASCAR. She would be signed to drive in the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West for Bill McNally Racing. This is a team who entering 2018 had won the 3 previous K&N West Series championships. In her first race at Kern County Raceway, she would start 8th and finish 7th. Finishing 3 spots ahead of her was NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick. Harvick had some flattering words for the 16-year-old's driving ability. He was quoted in saying, "If I had to pick one person to say, alright, that's the person Kevin Harvick Incorporated would want to represent and has the most potential, it would probably be Hailie Deegan." She did really, really well. Throughout the season, Deegan would show tremendous progress, barely getting into any sort of on-track trouble while scoring top 10 after top 10. Some of her best runs include 2 runner-up finishes at both Douglas County Speedway and the LVMS dirt track. But on September 29th of that season, Deegan would make history. She would become the first ever female driver to score a win in the K&N Pro Series level. She would pull a bump and run move on her teammate Cole Rouse in the Napa Auto Parts Idaho 208 race at Mandarin Speedway. The hype for Hailie Deegan exploded after this victory, and she would back it up towards the end of the season. Her 2018 stats are this: 1 win, 5 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and an average finish of 7.7. It would not only finish 5th in the standings, but would win the 2018 Rookie of the Year award. Entering 2019, the question of whether Hailie Deegan can improve on her rookie season remained to be seen. Thus far, depending on who you ask, she is either living up to expectations or exceeding them. She's currently sitting 2nd in the standings with 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and an average finish of 5.1. Both of her wins have come on the LVMS dirt track and Colorado National Speedway. Both wins have come on a last lap pass, whether it's a lap car getting in the way or Deegan straight up moving someone out of the way. Only being 17, about to turn 18, Deegan has proven to be a prominent yet polarizing figure in NASCAR. Add this with her massive following on social media along with her driving abilities and you have a potential superstar. NASCAR knows this, and it's looking like early on their sole intention is to try and make her the face of the sport. sport. To me, that seems a bit much to put on the shoulders of a 17-year-old, but she seems to be handling it pretty well. Her intentions in terms of moving up the ranks are to take it slow. She's set to make some select ARCA Series races, and so far in her 3 starts, we have 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 1 top 10, 2 DNFs, and an average finish of 12.3. She still has a ton of developing to go, and from the looks of it, it looks as if we are not going to see her full-time in the Truck Series until 2021. Deegan's potential in NASCAR is a double-edged sword. If all goes according to plan, we could see a potential superstar who could launch the sport back into the mainstream. But if it goes poorly, we could be witnesses to one of the biggest busts in recent memory. The next time we'll discuss Deegan will be in a revisiting video at the end of the 2019 season. We will have a better idea of what Deegan's plans are for the future, and I wish her nothing but the best moving forward. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.